A long time ago, in the land we now call Nigeria, there was a powerful kingdom named Zazzau. In this kingdom, around the year 1533, a special princess was born. Her name was Amina. She was the daughter of the ruler, King Nikatau, and a very powerful woman, Queen Bakwa Turunku. From the moment she was born, it was clear that Amina was destined for greatness. Her family was respected and strong, and they ruled over the Hausa people of Zazzau with wisdom. Amina grew up in a world of politics, power, and tradition, watching her parents lead their people and learning lessons that would one day make her a legend. Amina was not like other princesses who only learned about household duties. Her grandmother Marka, the first wife of her grandfather, saw a unique fire in her eyes. Amina was curious and intelligent, always asking questions and wanting to understand how the kingdom worked. She spent a lot of time with her grandfather, learning about the history of her people and the art of governing. He would tell her stories of great leaders and warriors, and she would listen with great attention. These early lessons were very important. They planted the seeds of leadership in her young mind and prepared her for the incredible journey that was to come. As she grew older, Amina's interest in military matters became very clear. While her younger sister Zaria focused on more traditional roles, Amina was often found near the soldiers. She would watch them train, learning their strategies and how they used their weapons. Her brother, Karama, was the heir to the throne, but Amina showed an equal, if not greater, understanding of warfare and statecraft. She was not afraid of the battlefield. Instead, she was fascinated by it. The king and queen noticed her unusual interests, but allowed her to learn, seeing her passion and her sharp intellect shine through in everything she did. This unique upbringing shaped Amina into a formidable young woman. She understood the complexities of leading a kingdom from a very young age. She learned how to command respect, not just because she was a princess, but because she was knowledgeable and brave. The people of Zazzau began to see her as more than just a royal daughter. They saw a future leader who was strong and capable. Her childhood was a training ground, carefully preparing her for the day she would pick up a sword and lead her people to build a great empire, leaving a name that would be remembered for centuries. When Amina was about 16 years old, her mother, Bakwa Turunku, became the Queen of Zazzau. This was a very important moment for Amina. She saw a woman leading the kingdom with strength and intelligence. During her mother's reign, Amina began to formally learn the skills of a warrior. She was given her own group of soldiers to command and train. She learned how to ride a horse with expert skill and how to use different weapons, from the sword to the bow and arrow. The soldiers respected her because she was not just a princess giving orders. She trained with them, fought with them, and proved her bravery on the training grounds every single day. Amina's brother Karama eventually became king after their mother. He deeply trusted his sister and recognized her incredible military talents. He made her the head of the Zazzau cavalry, a very important and powerful position. For 10 years, Amina led the king's army, gaining valuable experience in real battles. She learned how to plan attacks, how to defend her kingdom, and how to lead thousands of men into combat. During this time, her reputation as a fearless and brilliant military strategist grew. People from all over the Hausa land heard stories of the warrior princess of Zazzau, who was as skilled in battle as any man. Tragically, King Karama died after ruling for only 10 years. At this point, the choice for the next ruler was clear to everyone. Amina had already proven her leadership and her commitment to the safety and strength of Zazzau. She had the love of the people and the respect of the army. So, in the year 1576, Amina became the Queen of Zazzau. It was a historic moment. She was not just a queen who would sit on the throne, she was a warrior queen, a commander who would lead from the front. Her reign began with a promise of strength, expansion, and security for her kingdom. From the very first day she became queen, Amina made it her mission to make Zazzau stronger than ever before. She did not waste any time. Just a few months after taking the throne, she launched her first military campaign. Her goal was to expand the territory of Zazzau and control the important trade routes that passed through the region. Her soldiers were ready and loyal, inspired by her courage and leadership. They followed her without question, knowing that their queen was a true warrior who understood the art of war better than anyone. This was the beginning of a 34-year reign filled with legendary conquests. Queen Amina's reign was defined by near-constant military campaigns. She was not a ruler who stayed protected within her palace walls. She was a conqueror who lived on the battlefield. Her armies marched across the lands, expanding the borders of Zazzau further than they had ever been before. She conquered large territories, reaching as far as the powerful city of Kano in the north and the Nupe and Kwararafa lands in the south. Her goal was to make Zazzau the center of trade in the region. By controlling the land, she controlled the flow of goods like salt, metals, and valuable kola nuts, making her kingdom incredibly wealthy and powerful. One of Queen Amina's most famous achievements was the construction of massive earthen walls around her cities and the military camps she established. These walls became known as Ganuwar Amina, or Amina's walls. They were tall and thick, built to protect the cities from invaders. This was a brilliant strategy. After conquering a new area, she would have her army build a fortified wall around it, securing her control and providing safety for the people inside. Many of these walls, or their remains, can still be seen in northern Nigeria today, a testament to her vision and her dedication to protecting her people and her empire. The legends say that in every town she conquered, Queen Amina would take a new husband. However, these stories also say that each husband would meet a tragic end the morning after their marriage, to prevent any man from ever claiming to have power over her. While this story adds to her fearsome reputation, it is most likely a legend created to explain her power as an unmarried female ruler in a world dominated by men. It highlights her independence and her singular focus on her role as a leader and a warrior, a woman who put her kingdom above all personal relationships. Through her military genius, Queen Amina transformed Zazzau from a strong kingdom into a dominant empire. She forced the leaders of Kano and Katsina to pay tribute to her, acknowledging her as their superior. Her rule brought great wealth and security to her people. The trade routes she controlled brought prosperity, and the walls she built gave citizens a sense of safety they had never known before. Her achievements were not just about winning battles. They were about building a lasting and stable society that could thrive. She was a master of both conquest and governance, establishing Zazzau's dominance for many years. Queen Amina ruled for 34 years, a long and impactful reign that left a permanent mark on the history of her people. The exact circumstances of her death are not known for certain, but it is believed she died in battle around 1610 in a place near Baida in modern-day Nigeria. She died as she had lived, as a warrior fighting for her kingdom. Her death did not erase her legacy. In fact, it cemented her status as a legendary hero. The stories of her bravery, her intelligence, and her military victories were passed down from generation to generation, ensuring that the Warrior Queen of Zazzau would never be forgotten. Today, Queen Amina is remembered as one of the greatest leaders in Nigerian history. She is a powerful symbol of female strength and leadership in Africa. In a time when women were rarely in positions of power, she rose to become a queen and a military commander who was respected and feared by all. Her story inspires women and girls across Nigeria and beyond, showing them that they can be strong, brave, and powerful leaders. Schools, statues, and even a national arts theater in Nigeria have been named in her honor, keeping her memory alive for the new generations. The legends surrounding Queen Amina are as important as the historical facts. These stories, whether about her taking a new husband in every town or her unmatched skill with a sword, speak to the incredible impact she had on her people. They show how she was seen as a figure larger than life, a queen with almost supernatural abilities. These tales have been told around fires and in homes for centuries, and they are a vital part of her legacy. They capture the spirit of her reign and the awe she inspired in both her followers and her enemies, making her an icon of African folklore. In conclusion, Queen Amina of Zazzau was much more than just a historical figure. She was a pioneer, a nation builder, and a feminist icon long before the term existed. She proved that a woman could lead, conquer, and rule as effectively as any man. Her life story is a powerful reminder of the rich history of Africa and the incredible individuals who shaped it. She expanded her kingdom, brought wealth to her people, and built walls that stood for centuries. Queen Amina remains a shining example of courage and leadership, a true African queen whose legacy continues to inspire and empower people today.